Hi everyone. So I have finally joined the Hobonichi cult and I wanted to share my experience. I just got my journal, so I have not actually started using it, but I kind of wanted to share the first thoughts and everything. By the way, I don't have a mic, I'm just here recording on my phone, so if the audio is weird, I'm sorry about that. Let's get started. So I got the HON, the bow and tie in the forest edition. So it has this very foresty theme, very woodland, fairyland stuff. And I also got the cover. You can see I've already put it on. And so I was reading about this one on the website, and they pointed out something very interesting. They said that you see this design right here. I hope you can see it. Yeah. So this one, the website says that this book on this tree stump is supposed to be a techo, your life book, as they call it. And I don't know, I find this detail very, very adorable and wholesome, and I just love to know this. I had no idea until I read it on the website. And the cover is extremely high quality, as you can surely tell, and it has the horn and the year emblazoned here. And yeah, it's the cover itself. I mean, I fell in love with the cover the moment I saw it on the website. So it has this pattern which basically just says horn, and I like this very neutral color to it. And this was the cover that was wrapped around it, and it came with this booklet which I really like. This robot, it's what they've been giving us as freebies this time, and I love it all. And this booklet, very cute. This booklet has all the information that you need about using your techo, and everything about it, and more ideas. And inside there's this activity where you fill these boxes in with colors according to the chart here. I already did one. These are cherries, I'm hoping. And yeah, I don't have very good pencil colors, but I think this will do, and I'll fill this up uh, whenever I have the time. You start with these calendars. So this is for the current year, year before, and year after. It's like, your immediate past and immediate future at a glance, and I think I can see where they're going with this. Then we have these monthly review pages. So you get every month, and you get 30 or 31 days rows for every month. So I suppose most people would just put in whatever their most significant day or moment for the month was. And these so they recently shared a video on their page Hobonichi, and they showed this as some kind of habit tracker that they could be using. But I don't do that. I don't track my habits much, so I think I will be using these for just recording anything I want. And sometimes I come across photos on Pinterest or just anywhere that I really love, like art photos or just any kind of aesthetic photos, so I can always print them out and put them here every month that I discover something. Or I can put an album art for a song I discovered. So that's how I'm going to be using this space. As for these spaces, I'm not sure yet, but I think I will be marking down any important events or tasks that I completed. Same goes for this task list. You'll see it's like a checklist on top. So if you're planning for your month goals, you can put those here. Then you get these monthly pages. So a bigger space for your monthly review. You can track down appointments or tasks here, or just however you spent your day in like a small snapshot. I've seen a lot of people put stickers and even photos here. I've seen somebody, I forgot their name, but I've seen somebody put one picture every day in all of these boxes, and I think that's really good. I don't think I'll be doing that, but I'll be using it in the same way as I'll be using this space. But of course there's more space here, so I will be experimenting with it. Here also I could be tracking down my goals. For this space I just want to put some of the really pretty washi tape that I've got, and it starts with December of this year, so 2025, or like the previous year of this techo. So I will be starting this once December hits, and let's see what I end up doing with it. Just like this started with December 2025, it actually also goes till 2027. 3 months of it, Jan, Feb, and March. which is a very forward looking view. And I think this ties in with Hobonichi's branding, which is that they don't want you to use these statues or these planners as planners. They want you to see it as recording your life, appreciating the ordinary everyday moments. And I think with that in mind is why they give you this forward and backward looking view. Because if you're somebody who is used to looking at your life in phases or years, then this becomes very helpful visually. So I think I really like that. Then we get these daily pages. I have a plan for this. I will be using these columns to track my to-dos at work, which I don't think it's at as cute a purpose as I would want it to be, but I would like to do that here. I have usually I had a weekly planner for 2025, and I didn't end up using it too much, but it really did help when I was planning my week's work in it. So I have these weekly calls with my project manager, and we decide what I will be doing over the week. So these will be very helpful to note down. So this, you'll see the columns have these time markings. I don't know if anybody uses the time markings, because I don't know. Do we really track our work every hour? At least I don't. So I won't be using the time markings, obviously, but I will be using these to plan my tasks over the week. And yeah, one whole spread has the entire week mapped here. So you also get like a very singular visual representation of what your week is going to look like. And again, I appreciate that. So just before the daily pages start, you get this blank spread, and it says turning the page to a new year. So it also has the tiny December 2025 calendar and the Jan 2026 calendar. And I think this is a great space to maybe create a mood board or a vision board for the year. I've seen people paint across this as well, which is something I might do as well. But I see myself putting up pictures, or just anything that will signify what I want my year to look like. So I'm very excited to use this space. And then we turn to the first page of the first year. So for every month, you get a blank page like this. Like, this is completely blank, it doesn't even have a grid, so fully blank. So every month starts out with a blank page on the side, and then you go over to your regular grid pages, and yeah, you get 1 day per page. And every page has a quote, and this side has the person who said the quote. So again, very excited to use this as well. And you will see that this daily page also has an overview of your I think it's, yeah, 3 hours, like quarters of your day. So like 6, 9, 12, 15. If you are somebody who likes to divide your day like that, you get like a slightly darker line here to differentiate that part. And you also get a tiny checklist here in case you have daily tasks that you want to mark. I'm not sure if I'll be using this part in my quarterly way, but you never know. If it works for me, I might just start. And I could put in tasks here for the day. So like I mentioned, I plan my work in a week, but daily there's also stuff to handle, like emails and notifying people and following up with them, that kind of stuff. So I can always put them here so that I don't forget. Another interesting detail I wanted to point out is that every month is a different color, right? So there are your neutral pinks, blues, everything. And every month, whatever color the month is, the grid and the quote are the same color. And it may not seem like a very big deal, but I was really fascinated by this because it looks so nice. It's just visually so pleasing to look at. So all these grids are red, all of these are green, all of these are blue. I think blue is my favorite. Blue is my favorite color anyway, so that's that. So yeah, I really like this detail. It's always the small things that matter, and you can tell that the way they go about it is very meticulous and very specific. They didn't just make you a diary, they made you a life book, as they call it. And I can see that vision in every little detail that I'm finding. And finally, we come to the end. So after the end of the year, you get these. I have 1, 2, 3 sheets of just plain grid paper here, so I'm free to use them as I like. I'm not sure how I'll be using them yet, but I think the more I use the book, I'll know. And then these pages, so we get a timetable here. And one thing that's very helpful is if somebody is really clueless, which I can be, they have provided like a small guide here for each of these pages, so that you have some idea of how to go about using these. So this says recurring hourly schedule for each day of the week. This is useful for a variety of things such as broadcast times or favorite shows, etc., etc., house chores. So again, very helpful. Also get this graph paper, and it says here it's convenient for recording your weight or ongoing changes, and that makes sense. I can see people using this as like their mood tracker or sleep tracker, because it has these notches, right? And you could use them accordingly. I am not sure, like I said, I don't do a lot of my tracking so I'm not sure how I will use this, but I can always use it for music, because I listen to music a lot, like all the time. So I can use it for like tracking the hours that I listen to music. I think that'll be interesting. And this, I think this is my favorite. It also says favorites, because it has this really cute box, and there are these tiny illustrations, and you have a star rating. And this says movies, books, music, restaurants, and I see that I can totally put in a movie I watched, a song I listened to, a book I read, and I can rate it. And it's just so convenient, and there's this space for the date as well. So again, very good. So this is another interesting format. It says my 100, and it says it's for snacks, movies, shops, places, books. So basically 100 of the things that you've done in a year. So somebody can use it for like 100 books, 100 recipes, anything. I will be using this as a mixed bag for books, movies, recipes, anything that I try this year. And I find that very enjoyable. I find it really nice that I'll be, at the end of the year, I'll be looking at 100 things that I did, that I enjoyed, that made me happy. Here's another cute looking illustration page. It says memories. It's for, again, everything you want to really note down. So it says great food, fun times, new friends, and this one's blank. It's for you to customize. And I love these little illustrations. I think you could put an illustration on anything and I'd buy it. That's how you sell something to me, I guess. But yeah, love this, love this. I might even put pictures here, and food. Yeah, I'll definitely put food pictures here. This is also something I really appreciate. It says 12 switches to help you focus. It has 12 tips to keep you kind of grounded and focused. So really good. Again, something very helpful. This is for a comfortable night's sleep. I think I'll definitely go through this, because some nights I cannot sleep because I think too much, and it's just really cute. It's I think it's amazing to think that a brand is making something with all of this in mind. And like it's almost like they know the way people lead lives. They know the struggles, they know things that people hold important, and things that are going to matter after a few years when you look back at this. So I really appreciate that. This also, again, I'm like completely nerding out on this entire page, like set of pages at the back. Like, again, something I would love to do. Words to remember. I read books, and I'm always discovering new words, and I would love to put some of them here. And yeah, I love that the way that it's in a rectangular format. So if I want, I can put pictures also. I'm sure by now you're aware that I'm very much into recording and storing pictures. Yes. Now, I'm not sure, it doesn't say how you're supposed to use this, but I'm guessing that every time you fill in one of these daily pages, you could just check this off. That's how I'm going to use it. If someone is not going to be filling the daily pages, I'm guessing they can use it in a different way, but I am definitely using it to check off every day I write in this journal. And we've now reached the end. It's about their website, it's about all the different things they're offering there. This is a list of gifts that you given or received, it says here. So I don't think I'll be filling this entire page, because I don't give a lot of gifts and I don't get a lot of gifts. But you never know, this year might surprise me. But again, something very something appreciated. And I think this is a great way to look at how you appreciate the people in your life and how they appreciate you. Very good idea. Again, I don't think I have said anything bad about this book so far. Maybe it's because it's my first time, and maybe I will find something that I don't like when I'm using it. But so far, I'm just impressed, and I totally get the hype. And this is your regular diary stuff, addresses and notes and stuff like that, and links to their socials, all of that. And yeah, the HON comes with this pencil board. It's free with the HON, and it has a pen loop. I have never used a pencil board before, so I will let you know how it feels to write with this beneath the page. And yeah, this the back cover has the Hobonichi running in silver, and yeah, that's it. And oh, I forgot to talk about the paper. So, as far as I know, all the Hobonichi journals use the Tomo River paper, like the same one. Correct me if I'm wrong there, if somebody knows better. And it's extremely, like, it's really thin, okay? I don't know the GSM, but it's really thin. And when it's like this, you can see through to the other side. You can see that here, right? But it's not thin in a flimsy kind of way. It's not like they are cheaping out on supplies or something. It's like when you go through it, you can tell that it's been kept intentionally thin to make it compact. And I've not used any inks or anything so far, but I've heard that it can take most inks and watercolors or paints. So I don't have inks, but I will be trying paint, and I will get back to you on how the paper holds up. And the touch, it's purely like, but it's the smoothest paper I've ever touched. It's butter. There's no other way to describe it. And I really appreciate that. And I was actually thinking of getting, like, for next year I was thinking of getting the avex, which are like your regular cousin or your regular A6 divided into two, Jan to June and then July to December, and see how compact they are, because I'm sure this is going to get really bulky even with the pages being thin. But let's see. So yeah, that's my review of the Hobonichi HON. And Hobonichi is not paying me for this, by the way. I just wanted to record my very first thoughts on this journal. I've had quite a few looks at it ever since I've got it. And as I mentioned, I'll be starting with that December page, the monthly one. And I'll hopefully update when a few months pass by, and I'll like include a flip through of how I've used it. And I would really appreciate if anyone has any ideas or just want to share your thoughts on how you use your Hobonichi, because I know a lot of people already are in the cult. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope for any newbie like me, you have an idea of whether something like this works for you, and you have an idea of what they have to offer. So yeah, until next time, bye bye.